Hello my dear friends, it's Yuri, and today I'm making a video about my competitions with the match Homa. At first, some words from the place.
Hello guys, I'm Yuri, and today together with my Scotty Cameron we will try to play against the Max Homa, because yesterday he made the first winning in the season 2021-2022, and now I will try to play against him. And plus that, I will try to analyze. I will play 47 instances as he did, and I will try to analyze the first part proximity. Wish me luck, and I will send you all recording about my.
Excuse me, the sound is not good, very bad sound, because it was highly windy in this day in the Petrogolf golf course where I have tried to play this challenge. So now what about the figures? One more time, I have tried to play from the same distances as the Max Homa did, and I hope that this video will be also useful for you, because you will understand how successful is practice and how useful it's practice for the improving your golfing skills, your putting skills. I will try to do it on weekly basis during this season, and just maybe not in the time when we have the winter here in Russia, but in all other time. And in this connection, I hope to have the good statistics, good performance and scoring during all those events, and I hope that I will have a good progress in the putting. You can see how serious this progress will be, and I hope that you can also play from the same distances and to understand and to have your performance. In this connection, it will be highly useful, and I will thanks a lot if you will send information about your putting from the same distances. So, if you will need to, to receive the information, the figures of those, I will make it in the, that I will stay you the links where I will try to save them, or I can send you the special file with it. So, how is it calculated? It's quite easy. So, in day one, Max Homa have played all his 18 holes from the distances you can find from this spreadsheet. The first part, so he on the first hole he have played from distance 10 feet and 9 inches, and he have made just one putt. In this connection, his first putt proximity was 0 in this hole, so it's not numbers here. For me, it was not so highly successful. I have missed the first putt, and my first putt proximity were 11 inches, and I have made 2 putts on this hole. On the second hole, he have played from distance 6 feet and 2 inches, and he have made 2 putts because his first putt proximity were 6 inches. But I had just 1 putt from this distance. So this way I can compare my results and my first putt proximity against Mark's results and his first putt proximity. For example, on first number 4, he have played from 15 feet and 8 inches, and his first putt proximity were 11 inches, and my first putt proximity were 12 inches. We have, both of us have 2 shots. But totally, certainly it's understandable that I was not so highly successful as Max, and it's reasonable. I'm not the tour pro, and I'm not playing for the money. So, and we have certainly the average figures for all the holes. And what are those average figures about? Max have made 27 putts, and his average putting in first day were 1.5 average number of putts. I have played 36 shots, and my average were 2 putts exactly, because I have made 3 holes in one putt and 3 with 3 putts. and this connection my results were not impressive. So in the case of the first putt proximity, you can find that Mark's results were 8 inches average, and mine were more than triple times more, 25 inches. So 25 inches is much more serious, big proximity than it's necessary to play successfully in the putting. Day 2, the same situation and the same analysis for the each hole, and plus that analysis for the total number of the and average figures for the all 18 holes. So here I was a little bit more successful because Max have made 29 putts, I have made 32. So his putting average were 1.6, mine were 1.8. And this time the difference in our first putt proximities are not so serious because his first putt proximity average were 13 inches, excuse me, these inches, and mine were 16 inches. So it's not so bad as it was in first day for me, and not so excellent as it was in first day for Max. The same situation for the third day. This day Max was highly successful in the putting. He have just 25 putts and I have made 33. And 33 putts is the best result because you see that one of the holes, the sorting holes, were played by Max in this day without puttings, and in this case it's 33 holes, not exactly for 18 holes, but 33 putts, not exactly for 18 holes, but for 16 only. And it's not a good performance. And what was the reasons of such poor performance, such bad performance? You see that I had just 3 holes with 1 putt and 2 holes with 3 putts. And the problem was in putting from very short distances. For example, on the hole number 6, my first putt proximity were not excellent, but not so bad. I have made the ball was on the 3 feet from the hole, but I have made 2 putts from the distance 3 feet, and that is very poor performance certainly. Plus that I have the problems with the first putts from the distances on the first hole from distance 4 feet and 2 inches, and the third hole from distance 4 feet and 7 inches, and I have made 2 putts on both of them, and my first putt proximity from this distance were 1 feet. It's much more than necessary than reasonable to play with 1 putt only. And this connection, it was a systematical problem because you see that on one of the holes, on the 11th one, from the distance 28 feet and 4 inches, my first putt proximity was 6 feet. So I have made again 3 putts on this hole. So my problem is exactly inside 6 and 7 yards and less, or 7 feet and less to the hole. So the first putt proximity was not so bad, but actually, you know that the short putting were amazingly bad in this connection. My results were not impressive. And the same situation in the fourth day. I have made 32 putts against 26 for Max. His first putt proximity were 11 inches against mine 23. So you see that again I more than twice better than the Max, relative to Max, and you see that again the serious problems with the putting from the distance 4 feet and 5 inches, and from 6 feet, and again from 4, from 3, from 2, from 6, yes. So I need to say that I certainly now I'm better understanding what I need to do to improve my putting skills. The total performance we can see in the next page, on the next page, and you can see the total results. The total number of putts for Max is 107 minus 37, excuse me, against the par for putting, and my results were just minus 11, 133 putts. And I have lost 26 putts against the Max. It's an amazingly huge difference, and it's approximately at average 6.5 putts each day. So it's 0.3 putts on each hole. It's too much, certainly. So his putts for hole average 149. My results is 185. Better than par, but not excellent. And his first putt proximity were 10.8, and my is twice bad, 20 inches. And in this connection, first putts, he have made 89% of the first putts, 35. Oh yes, from the 35 holes. He have played from 72, 35 holes he have played with one putt. In this connection, it's the 49%. The my result was just 17 first putts, and it's 23.6% from the 72 holes. And the 3 putt avoidance for the Max is very close to average in the tour, maybe better than average in the tour. 2 putts for 72 holes, and for me it was 9 putts for 72 holes. In this connection, the 3 putt avoidance is very bad. My figures 12.5%. So those are the figures for this first tournament. I have practiced this strategy, this training strategy and performance strategy during the previous days, but I was not so highly concentrated on that. But currently I certainly understand what I need to do, and I hope that I will use it not only for the first putt proximity analysis and the putting, but also for the chipping, at least for chipping, and I hope maybe later for the approaching also. Playing for approaching it's a little bit more difficult because you see that it depends from the hole, it depends from the many factors of the hole, of the greens as a hazard. In this connection, the results will be very difficult. But Max is playing in his conditions, I'm playing in my conditions. In this connection, you see that any comparison against the good results is very useful, and against the good performance is very useful. Meanwhile, that we are playing on the different holes, different courses by the quality and by the playing conditions, because you see that today I have played in the situation when it was just +6 Celsius, it was very close to 0. And in this connection, you see that it's a little bit cold, windy, and so on. So it was not so highly comfortable conditions. So I'm making this video for your better, to attract your attention for, this not a problem, but for this opportunity for our development, for this option to improve our putting. Because to improve our putting, we need to concentrate on something. It must be the very motivated and short-term concentration. Sometimes when we are putting against such concentration, we are not so highly, that we are not receiving too much information about our putting skills. But if you organize your trade in this way, you will receive much more better, useful information of your putting qualities and for your putting skills development. So I really hope that this video will be useful for you, and I really hope that maybe some of you will try to use to do the same, and maybe sooner or later you will write in the comments that okay, it was excellent, it was interesting history, and I have played with such and such results, and I'm better understanding my putting and I'm improving my putting. Certainly I will try to not only to make the that the figures, but also some ideas about improving our putting. And that now I'm very motivated to improve my putting skills seriously. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a good day. Have a good golf all over the golf. Have a good Ryder Cup. And I hope to see you on my channel. Bye bye. Have a good day.